All right, welcome to 10.2 part 2. So this is the other page of guided notes. So we're gonna just do some practice with the stuff we worked with. So we're gonna identify if an arc is major, minor, or a semicircle, and then we're going to find that measure. So just a quick reminder, it's gonna be minor if it's less than 180. It's gonna be major if it's greater than 180, and it's going to be a semicircle if it's equal to 180. So we have NM, so it's the two letters are going to go the shortest distance. It's actually the only one that's missing. But if you add these all together, so you do 60 plus 120 plus 60 plus 65, you're going to get 305. So what's left over is 55 degrees. So is 55 a minor arc, a major arc, or a semicircle? That's a minor arc. JLM, so I have to go to J first, then L, then M. So it's 120 plus 60 plus 65. So that's going to be 245. So that's going to be a major arc. NLK, that's actually going that straight line. And also 55 plus 65 plus 60, that is going to give you 180. So that is a semicircle. And then we have LMN, L, I have to go around, MN, so it's everything but that 60, and that's going to give us 120 degrees, which is still, LMN, my apologies, I did JMN, but LMN is right here. So that'd be 65 plus 55, that's 120, so that is minor. All right. The next thing we're going to do, I'm given a pie chart with degrees, and I actually want percentages. So before we went from percentage to degree, now we're going to go from degree to percent. So what are we going to do? We're going to take the degree, divide by 360, and then we're going to multiply by 100. So that is the formula we're going to work with. We're going to take the degree, divide by 360, and multiply by 100. That's going to give us our percentage. So it's saying, this is favorite sports to watch. They're saying 108 degrees of people prefer to watch football, but what does that really mean? It's easier to think about in percentages. So I do 108 divided by 360 times 100, that's going to give me 30. So this is 30%. Gymnastics is 54. 54 divided by 360 times 100, that's going to give you 15, so that's 15%. I encourage you to try this on your own calculator to make sure that you know how it's working out. Basketball, 51, so we expect it to be a little less than 15%. That is going to give us 14.2. All right, and I'm going to do just the rest of these. 47 is 13.1%. Track is 11.1%. Baseball is 8.8%. And tennis is 7.8%. So using that, we're going to find, so those are the percentages, and then This is asking for degrees. It's a little m. So FG, what is FG? That is 32 degrees. EGB, we go around, that's 208. DB, remember, 2 letters, you go the shortest way. That's going to be 105 degrees. And ACE, ACE, that is going to be 260 degrees. So the little m shows it wants it in degrees, but also it asks to change them to percentages. All right, and so just a little bit of practice down here. Tell whether the arcs are congruent. So here I am determining if EF and GH are congruent. Well, they have the same radii. You can see they're marked the same. And they have the same angle. So yes, they are congruent. For this one, it wants to know ST and STV. So that's STV right there. And then UVT. So that would kind of be on the outside. So STV, so they have the same radii because they're on the same circle. But STV is going to be 30 plus 90. So the measure of STV is going to be 120. And the measure of UVT would be that 180 minus that 30. So they don't have the same angle. So they're not congruent. That is the, for both of those, that's the congruent central angles theorem. All right, and the last piece of this is finding the degree of each kind of piece of the wheel that's divided up. So I want to know the degree of just one of these pieces. So what are we going to do? Well, we know in total it's 360. And if all the pieces are equal, we're going to just divide. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 pieces in total. So each of these little arcs is going to be 360 divided by 8, which is 45. All right, so that's the wheel. We also have this roulette wheel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So there are 25 of these little sections. So 360 divided by 25, that's going to give you 14.4 degrees. So that's what each of these little tiny pieces would be. So that is part 2. And now you can do the homework that is online. All right. I will see you at 10.3.